Good morning, this is Faith at Faith and Books. How are you doing? I'm not sure when I'm going to put this up in July for my sustainability challenge. I'm not tying this particular thing to a book. But I just wanted to talk about something that I've recently started doing. And let me see if I can show it to you here. Hold on a second. Should have organized better. I started the subscription service to this company. It's HiveBrands.com. And there's a lot of subscription type stuff out there, and I've always sort of been hesitant because I know I'm going to have to run to the grocery store anyway, so why would I double my efforts? But when I heard about this particular one, it really struck me as a type of thing that I wanted to try out, and that's because they really try to be sustainable. They make a real effort. So your subscription order comes in this recyclable box with non-toxic ink. There's no plastic packaging, to like bubble wrap or anything like that. They try, and the things that they offer, the food items that they offer, they try to avoid plastic as much as possible. That's not 100% possible, but anytime that an alternative comes up, they're going to take it. So there are certain things that I was buying every month anyway, and I thought, why don't I just try to buy them, because I noticed they have the same brands. So for my particular situation, everybody's is different. Everybody's grocery shopping is different because you have different stores available to you, and you have different amounts of money you can spend. There's all sorts of factors. For me, the closest store, it just happens to be 10 minutes from my house, is a grocery store called the Fresh Market, which is a regional one. I think it started in North Carolina. It's sort of in the mid-Atlantic states, and it's sort of a specialty store. They do a lot of kind of higher end stuff, so it's pricey. It's also small. It's like the size of a Trader Joe's. It's smaller, which I like because I cannot stand really big grocery stores. They just overwhelm me. I'm not good at shopping at Target or Walmart or anything. It's just too big, and Costco, just too big. And I don't do well. I can't think clearly. I just want to get in and get out. I like the small ones. You can just zip in and zip out. But you have to shop when it's not crowded. But anyway, it's really convenient for me to have this Fresh Market so close to my house because I'm on an anti-inflammatory diet. My daughter is also, plus she can't have nuts and soy. So it's just, it was really convenient for us. And I expect to pay more for food anyway, because I think if you want quality food, you have to pay more. I think we have this weird idea that all food should be cheap, and that's just not, we bought into this, but that's why we eat such crappy food. And so I think it's better to give up on other things, like say Netflix or whatever. You should give up, maybe reduce expenditures in other areas if you can, and maybe try to spend a little bit more on food if you can. Everyone has different situations. But anyway, there's certain things that I buy every week at the Fresh Market, and they were also being sold through Hive Brands. But the nice thing about Hive Brands is it's really trying to be sustainable. So I thought I would support them. So I did. Now I'm recording this on May 21st, so I've only done this 2 months now. But things that I get from them, and I don't think I'm saving money. I think it's about comparable to what I'm paying at the Fresh Market. However, I don't have to go to the store, and I'm supporting this fairly new company that's trying really, really hard to be sustainable. So anyway, I get things like this because I try to eat salmon at least once a week. I get this peanut butter because I eat peanut butter all week. This is my go-to when I want a quick meal. I put peanut butter on a banana or an apple, or I also buy this Lundberg. Lundberg, I think, is a good brand. Thin stackers, brown rice in lieu of crackers, and I put peanut butter on that. And then I also get the Jovial brand gluten-free brown rice pasta. That's my regular pasta. We have it at least once a week. And all these things I could buy through Hive Brands. But what made me really love it, and I hadn't realized this until I got the first package, was that they have a deal with a company called Terracycle. And Terracycle, and I'll link below, is a company that will take plastic that you can't recycle at your local municipal recycling, and they will find a place somewhere that will recycle it. So they'll take the plastic that you don't know what to do with and you wind up throwing out. Like when you open this peanut butter, there is a plastic seal around it. Well, I just stick it in the bag that Hive Brands includes, and you can see how full this is. This is only like a couple weeks worth. And I can mail it back to them, and they will find a recycler for it. And so it's great. Like with these rice crackers, I mean, it's pretty low packaging. It's just a cardboard box that I can recycle. But each group of rice crackers comes wrapped in this plastic. Well, I can take that plastic, and instead of throwing it away, I can put it in here and then mail it, and it will get recycled. And it also takes like bottle caps. Like we buy the milk in the cardboard, but they're glazed with plastic. But I know they recycle them here because they melt off the plastic and reuse the cardboard. But they have those metal, you don't open them the way you used to. Now you have these little plastic caps for some reason that is better than the way we used to open cartons. And what do you do with those caps? You wind up throwing them away. Well, you can put them in here and mail them off to Terracycle, and they'll try to find somebody to recycle them. So this is really full right now. I gotta mail it. It doesn't last me the whole month, unfortunately. I really want to reduce my single-use plastic. I need to reduce it more, but also when it's inevitable that I have it, that I bring it into the house, I'm so glad that I have a resource where I can get it recycled. Another thing is the fresh market. I used to just use paper bags. They were just pure paper bags, and I could compost them or recycle them because I just had the ground coffee in them. You have to take the little twist tie off the top. But then they switched, and now it's these plastic coated ones. Well, what do you do with the plastic coated ones? This Terracycle will take it through Hive Brands. So I'm really, really pleased with Hive Brands because my goal eventually is to not go to the grocery store, like maybe once a month. I want to get everything else some other way. So for me, it's my garden, it's farmer's market. I'm lucky in that the town that I live outside of, there's a farmer's market, and there's also a new zero waste store where you can buy stuff in bulk, like rice and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that I can just do the farmer's market, zero waste store, like that'll be my Saturday morning chores or errands that I have to run. I can use my garden, and then and then I'll have this stuff shipped to me once a month. And I also buy my meat from a farm about an hour away, and once a month I do a pickup. I order online, and then once a month I have to go to a drop-off point and pick up my order. So I'm trying to really reduce how many times I have to go to the grocery store. It's not perfect. For instance, cat food. I need cat food every week, so that makes it hard. But the fewer trips, I make too many trips to the store, picking up odds and ends, and I want to really reduce all that driving. So I'm really pleased with Hive Brands so far. I don't know if I'm really going to stick to it. I don't quite have it figured out. I need to go online on their site and noodle around. Like I'm trying to combine my orders so that everything just comes once a month, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. But anyway, so that is my little video for today. One way I'm trying to reduce my plastic pollution is by, well, first of all, just trying to not take in as much plastic, but also it's so wonderful to have this way through Terracycle to and through HiveBrands to get the plastic that I do take in, and hopefully it will get recycled. All right, and you know, plastic can't be actually recycled, it's downcycled. That's a misnomer, but at least it'll be downcycled. All right, so that's it for today. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.